Howdy partners, welcome back, and if you're just joining us, I'm Raptor, and this is a Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. So, right now we got King of the Hill, Harvest, and it's Spy, with the Conniver's Kunai, the Dead Ringer, and the Enforcer. It's probably one of my favorite Spy loadouts, because of course, as everyone may know, the Dead Ringer suffers no penalty from the Enforcer. To anybody who doesn't know, the Enforcer makes it so it takes longer to cloak with the other Invis watches, so Dead Ringer has no penalty, so it's just free damage. It's great. The Enforcer's, it's cheap, but it's great. I love it. So, it came to my attention, I watched my last video, and I realized I didn't really explain King of the Hill for anybody who didn't really know what it was. So, it's pretty self-explanatory, yeah, but for anybody who's a little confused, here's just a quick rundown of what the game mode is. So, there's a point usually about in the center of the map, usually in some kind of hut or in an enclosure, and so the object is, of course, to capture the point. And once you do, your team's clock in the upper part of the HUD begins to count down, and you have to hold it for 3 minutes. And once your team's clock strikes 0, you win. And it's that simple. But of course, the other team's gonna try to cap the point, and then you gotta. It's just tug of war, and it's fun. It's frantic. It's a lot more just fast-paced than normal TF2. And yeah, before I continue, that death made me want to cry. Playing Spy it's painful. I have scars. Anyway, Spy's rewarding, but it makes you want to cry sometimes, which is why I love getting those shameless opportunist kills like that one. Just, yeah, it makes up for it. Getting back to what I was saying earlier, so King of the Hill, it's a bit more fun and frantic than normal Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2, it is a bit slower paced than, you know, say Fish and Chips, but you know, Fish and Chips COD. That's what it's made from, at least sometimes. And so it kind of gives you your fix of adrenaline if that's what you want. It's nice, it's fun. I keep saying that, I'm sorry. I can't think of any other word to describe it. It's just fun, King of the Hill. It's great for spies because you can always go in really big circular paths. There's lots of ammo boxes. It's really close quarters, so chances are a lot of people are going to run right into your knife, it's always fun when that happens. And yeah, and that was kind of a herp-de-derp on that pyro. And at least I managed to get out. If I had died, that would have been shameful. There is a pretty shameful death in this video. It's coming up, I think, in maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Coming attractions. So getting back, let's talk about some gameplay. So here we got a heavy medic pair. I stabbed the medic, and what I did is I did this trick where sometimes people will not suspect you of being a spy if you don't look directly at them when you're like if you beeline it towards their back, they're kind of gonna know that you're a spy usually. But if you don't look at them, like you just look away, sometimes it kind of protects your innocence a little bit. So I tried to do that, but all I ended up doing was delaying the inevitable. So I stabbed the medic, but then I try to charge into the point, which I'll tell you right now is a very foolhardy idea to do with Spy. Always have your Dead Ringer up when you go into this hut, especially when there are enemies around, unless you want to get torched like I did, and it's just painful. It's just instant death in every corner of that room. So I obviously had to let the heavy go, and sometimes as Spy, that's what you have to do. You just have to let kills go, and then just wait for another chance, because sometimes it's just not worth the risk. The Dead Ringer obviously lets you take some more stupid risks that normally you would never take as Spy, but you know, still there is a limit to how kind of just ridiculous you can do. I'm gonna go. D, G, same letter, right? So here we got the Demo Men duo, DD. Scouts take care of the first one. I managed to get the second one. Consolation prize. I kind of wanted them both. And I don't get how I actually got... Did I get a backstab on that guy? I don't think so. So, yeah, a couple of crit Enforcer kills. It deals 144 damage. Instant kill to any class with 125 health, of course. It's cheap, like I said, but guilty fun. Guilty fun. So, we're back. Next round. We won that round. I switched teams. The teams got scrambled a little bit. So now I'm blue. So it's always disorienting when you get switched teams, because then you're like, oh, look, it's a red guy, he's my friend, and then he kills you, and it's just, oh, wait, I'm on blue team. Yeah, I do that a lot. But so anyway, thank you, Unaware Sniper. You boost my ego so much. It's just, yeah, my self-esteem. My self-esteem would be nowhere without those oblivious snipers. And here we get a really strange death. Like, if I go back, I went back and watched that a couple of times, and every single time I watched it, I always thought I was out of range. How the mother ducking shiz nuggets did he hit me? I never understood it. The game, it's just, the melee range is always so wonky. I've never gotten the hang of it. So you'd think, well, why do you play Spy when melee's like your primary? I don't know. I guess I just like to live on the edge. So another weird fail stab right there. There's a couple of those. So I hit him, it didn't do anything, so I just shot him in the back. Good enough, same result. And so looping back around, see the heavy, the pyro. I see the scout take care of the, something happened to the heavy, I hear him die. So then I just go after the pyro. And here's another pyro. It's, you know, don't do what I just did. If you see two pyros dueling, get the hell away from there. It's just, you're gonna get flamed. It's inevitable, because if you notice pyro duels, a lot of the time they get kind of wild, like spinning in circles, and that was just bad prediction on my part, this dead ring that I had to do, because I thought he was gonna run down the stairs, but why would a scout do that if he sees a spy? He's obviously gonna try to kill him. It was just, I don't know what I was thinking. I saw him go towards the stairs, so I just thought, oh, I'm gonna stab towards the stairs. It kind of happened automatically. So here we got, yeah, that was a fail. Terrible failure. And then so I get an assist. I mean, okay. And then another mistake here. I thought one of those guys in that giant cluster of red guys saw me, so I run away. But I don't think any of them had. So if I just ran towards them, I probably could have just really rolled some heads. But, I'll do it next time. So I did manage to get the soldier, which was a nice consolation prize. And here's another funny one. Usually, if you can't see an enemy's eyes, they can't see you. Keep that in mind, because then you can kind of do these fun little, like, field of view tricks where you just go slightly out of their field of view and carve their backs. And that's what I just sort of did. I was kind of out of their view anyway. And then get body shot in the back by a sniper. Fabulous. I think Spy even, like, clutched his back with that one as if he knew what happened. It was not good. So getting back, respawned, back on the field, duty calls, see a scout, and look at that. Just, this is the part I was talking about. This made me want to cry, because I watched this, I did it, and I was like just swearing at my monitor. I watched it again, and I was like swearing in my head, because I didn't know what just happened. I stabbed the scout, nothing happened. Did he die? He must have died or something, and then I get torched by the pyro for, you know, that's always fun. I learned that in my last video, of course. This time I was actually smart enough to dead ringer out of there. Is there a verb form of dead ringer? Dead ring? DR? Maybe just escape with your life? That's probably a better way of saying it. So replenish my health, because I lost a lot of health when I tried to escape. The dead ringer usually prevents you from taking serious damage, but that time I kind of waited a little bit, so I did have to replenish some of my health. So here we go. I had this smart idea. I'm going to feign death, but of course I had no idea that this was one of the most incompetent scouts I had ever seen in this game. So I probably could have backstabbed them if I wanted to, but I didn't. So I'll have to cry myself to sleep about that one. So then my aim is terrible some days, and some days it's sort of good. This time, I really effed up this time. So I turn around, I could have gone to the resupply chest in our base, Pyro couldn't have followed me, and I probably would have lived, but instead I decide to run for that tiny health pack. He chases me all the way there, and I die. So, ouch. Nearing the end of this gameplay, and, yeah. I don't know. Tell me how I am. Wow. Duh, I know grammar. tell me how this, like, my play-by-play is. I don't think I'm the best at narrating the gameplay. I try. I try my hardest, but it's not the greatest. So, first round, top fragging. Second round, second fragging. First round, top fragging. Second round, never mind. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you again. And have a nice day.